My name is Camille Erskine, and I graduated from Sequoia High School in 2012, and I'm now going to the University of California in San Diego. It's been amazing so far. It's been a big change going to Southern California. I didn't expect it to be as big of a deal as it actually is, but I'm really having a good time, and it was really important for me, and it was really special to actually get to go to school since neither of my parents went to college, and my brother went to a community college, so I was the first one going to a 4-year university. And that was tough because I didn't really know how to go about and approach it. I didn't really know what I was doing. So a lot of people here can attest to the fact that I bugged Miss McCann constantly and a couple teachers who know who they are, that I was really freaking out. It was really hard for me because I felt like I was going through it all alone. It was scary, and there were a lot of nights where I was just freaking out, worried that I wasn't going to apply right, that I was going to do something wrong where I automatically wouldn't get in anywhere. And it took a lot for me to actually, buckle down and look into what I had to do for myself. It forced me to be a lot more self-reliant than a lot of other people were at the time, because I remember hanging out with friends and their parents would come in and be like, oh, by the way, I signed you up for the SAT and you're also going to this prep class for this and that. And I always felt so behind because my parents didn't do any of that stuff. I had to do all that stuff on my own. I had to, sign up for the SAT and do all these other things and look for scholarships and all that other stuff completely on my own, which I think was a good thing for me because it meant that I really needed to know what I was doing and what I was getting myself into. It wasn't kind of half-hearted. I really had to pursue everything that I was doing. Classes are totally different than in high school, but not like everybody says. I remember when I was going to college, everybody was telling me, oh, you're not going to like it. The class sizes are huge, especially out of UC, and you don't have any personalized attention or any of that. But I actually found it to be not as bad and not as intimidating as everybody was saying. I had 2 lectures that were 300 and 400 people, and that was my biological psychology neuroscience class and my calculus for science and engineering class. 2, difficult classes that having that many people can be kind of intimidating, but all of the others were small classes. My Spanish literature class only had 16 people, and even in those large classes, I still knew the professor. I went to their office hours, and one of them actually sat down with me outside of his office hours and really helped me prepare for one of the finals. So there's a lot of help. You just need to be open to it. Because I know a lot of my suite mates who had the same large lecture classes and would just not go to office hours or anything. And they'd still do well. I'm not saying you can't do well if you don't see the professor, but it really helped me to talk to the professor because most of the time when you go in, they guide you towards what they need you to study anyways for their exams. So I found that to be really helpful. Now that I'm a part of a sorority, we actually have mandatory study hours twice a week. So I'm forced to go in and get help even when I don't want it, even when there's other things going on that night. You still have time for that. So that's actually really helped me. And I know a lot of people hear the word sorority and they just automatically have stereotypical thoughts, but they actually really have helped me a lot.